Okay, wonderful. Thank you for joining me for a hybrid yoga and meditation class. The first part of class will be some gentle floor-based yoga, and the second part of class will be a nice guided meditation. If you only want to stay for yoga, you're welcome to silently show yourself out of the Zoom room at the halfway point, which I will tell you when that is. All you need is a yoga mat or a carpeted space. And if you do want to stay for meditation, you might want like a blanket or a pillow handy, but it's not necessary. Okay, so you're going to start in a comfortable seated position. You can sit crisscross applesauce or in Sukhasana with one foot in front of the other. And we're actually going to start with a grounding technique that's going to pretty quickly bring us into our bodies and into kind of the present moment. So we're not stuck, thinking about something that happened earlier today or thinking about something later today during our yoga meditation class. So this is it's called 5-4-3-2-1. It's a very simple grounding technique that helps you kind of come into the present moment, come into your body, come into your breath. So we're going to start using our 5 senses. The first sense is sight. So just look around and see if you can hone in on 5 objects around you. And you're just going to take a moment looking at each of them. So for example, I see a blanket, see my yoga mat. Next, I invite you to focus on 4 things that you can touch. So for example, I'm going to touch my carpet. So all of a sudden now I'm feeling what this feels like. 4 things you can touch. Three things you can hear. Two things you can smell. And 1 thing you can taste. And again, that grounding technique is called 5-4-3-2-1, and it's really useful anytime that you just find that you're a little too in your head or your thoughts or your feelings are starting to kind of carry you away. You can just use that simple grounding technique. So again, finding yourself in a comfortable seated position, sit up nice and tall. You can have your hands on either sides of your hips on the floor. So again, you're really feeling your fingertips on the floor, feel your sit bones on the floor, sit up nice and tall. On your inhale through your nose, sweep your arms overhead, hands together. Exhale through your nose, pull your hands through heart center. We're just getting some motion in the shoulders. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, hands together. Exhale through your nose, pull your hands through heart center. I think you're saying a little prayer. Last time, inhale, sweep your arms overhead, big stretch up. Hands together, exhale, pull your hands through heart center. And then return your hands to the floor on either sides of your hips. Inhale, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Exhale, tilt your right ear towards right shoulder, stretching the left side neck. And it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you. So depending on how you're watching, it might look like I'm moving my head to the left when in fact I'm moving my head to the right. You are welcome to follow my words or my body movements. Just know that I will do the right side of postures first, unless I forget, which sometimes happens. As you're ready, slowly roll your chin down to chest and then keep rolling. Roll left ear towards left shoulder, stretching the right side neck. Notice if you start to tip to the left, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones so it's just your neck spine moving. Good. Slowly roll your chin down, chin to chest, relax your jaw. Keep your chest proud and your shoulders soft, so just the neck spine moving. Relax your head, look down towards the floor. And then slowly roll your head back up, look straight ahead, and then start to look up towards the ceiling. Lift your nose, lift your chin, look up and back. Maybe head drops back, but maybe not. Just getting some motion in the neck at the beginning of class. Good. Slowly, carefully roll your head back up, looking straight ahead. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over right shoulder. So just the neck spine moving. Keep your shoulders and hips pointing forward. And keep your fingertips on the floor to ground you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull abdomen in, look over right shoulder. Good. Slowly, carefully unwind, looking straight ahead. Let's do the other side. Inhale, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Exhale through your nose, look over left shoulder. So the spine moves in 6 different directions, right, left, backward, forward, twisting to each side. We will do all of those multiple times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back. Good. Slowly, carefully unwind, come back to center. Place your hands on your knees, and we're going to do a seated cat-cow where we articulate our spine. Inhale, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling, connect to your breath. Exhale, relax your head down, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine. So from the side, you're rounding your back, squeezing your front, drop your chin, relax your shoulders. This is a seated cat pose, meow. On your next inhale, start to move your abdomen forward, stick your butt out a little bit, squeeze shoulders together, open up, looking up for cow pose, looking up and back. Exhale, slowly pull abdomen in, round your spine. Press hips to ribs, ribs to hips. Slide your shoulder blades apart. Keep your shoulders out of the ears. Inhale, move your tailbone back. Press your chest forward. Look up and back. Squeeze shoulders together. Good. Last round. Make it feel good. Round the back. Compress the front. Cat pose. And when you're ready, cow pose. Stretch the front. Compress the back. Good. Come back into a neutral seated position. We're going to do a little bit of coordination here. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead again. Exhale through your nose. Take your left hand to right knee. Right hand close behind you like a second spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over right shoulder, twist. Notice if you're leaning to one side, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Pull your abdomen into the twist. Inhale, stretch up. And on the breath out, look over right shoulder. Good. As you're ready, slowly, carefully unwind. Take your time. Looking back straight ahead. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, sweep your arms long overhead. Big stretch up. Exhale, place right hand on left knee. Left hand close behind you for support. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over left shoulder. Lean a little to the right. Press your right hand into left knee. Keep your left hand on the floor for support. Big breath in, stretch up. Easy breath out, twist back. Good. Slowly, carefully unwind. Take your time. Keep your left leg bent. Bring your right leg long and out to the side so you feel a nice inner thigh stretch. You can flex your right toes back to your face. Place your right hand outside of your right thigh and reach your left arm long overhead. Lengthen through the arm, but relax the shoulder. Bring your right shoulder a little forward so it's a nice side stretch to the left side body, gentle compression to the right side body, a little bit of an activation to your inner thigh. Good. Slowly come back up. Let's do the other side. Take your left leg long, right heel in, left hand outside of left thigh, and reach your right arm long overhead. Left shoulder a little forward, reach the right arm up, sink the right shoulder down, relax your jaw, and take a breath. Good. Slowly come up. Keep your left leg long. This time, bring the right leg out. Put your hands on the floor in front of you. Stick your butt out a little bit and fold forward with a flat back, straight spine. You can flex your toes back. Bring the shoulders back. Chest forward. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Good. As you're ready, walk your hands back in. This time, bring your feet together, knees apart. You can put your hands on your feet, maybe giving your feet a little bit of a massage here. At first, the knees are lifted. Slowly over time, your knees are going to sink down as the hips start to open up. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, feeling a nice hip stretch. Take a breath. As you're ready, place your hands on the outsides of your knees, thighs, and with the help of your hands, Bring your knees together. And take a moment, open your arms wide, and then give yourself a nice hug. Squeeze tight here. You can drop your head, relax your shoulders, take a breath. And then look forward, bring the arms out again, lengthen your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe catching your hands with your feet, maybe not. Drop the shoulders, look straight ahead, take a breath. Maybe starting to fold forward just a little bit. Good, and then slowly come on up. As you're ready, you're gonna make your way into a tabletop position. So take a moment here to find your knees under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. Now for me in tabletop, sometimes I find that my shoulders start to hunch up, and a useful trick is to bring the elbows out for a moment and then push the palms into the floor, and that'll create some space between the shoulder blade scapula. Okay, from here we're gonna do some cat-cows again, this time on our hands and knees. Take an inhale through your nose, and then exhale through your nose, pull your abdomen in, drop your head, press your hips to ribs, ribs to hips, round your spine. On your next inhale, cow pose, drop your belly down, stick your butt up, squeeze shoulders together, roll the shoulders back and down. Let's do 2 more. Cat pose, creating space between every vertebrae. Drop your head, press your hips forward. Cow pose, compression to the vertebrae, squeezing shoulder blade scapula apart, opening through your heart space. Last round, make it feel good. Cat pose, moving at your own rate. And whenever you're ready, cow pose. Good. Come back into a neutral position and we'll do our thread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up. Exhale, thread the needle, take right hand through left arm, right shoulder to the floor. Try to keep your hips over your knees. You can keep your left hand on the floor for stability, or reach your left arm up to the ceiling and drape it behind you for a half bind. If thread the needle does not feel good, it's a little bit too much pressure, you can come up. Sit on your feet so that you're getting an ankle stretch. Take your right arm across your side body, bend your left arm up, drop your right shoulder down, and now you get the same deltoid shoulder stretch without putting weight on that shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale. If you're in thread the needle, we're going to carefully come out. If your left hand is draped behind you for a bind, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Put your left hand on the floor close to your face, push down, and then everybody together unthread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up. Exhale, place right hand on floor. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale, thread the needle, take left arm through right hand. You can keep your right hand on the floor for stability, or reach your right arm up and then drape behind you, catch left thigh with right hand for a bind. And if on this side, that thread the needle does not feel good, right? You come onto your knees, take your left arm across your side body, bend your right arm up, drop your left shoulder down. Now you get that same nice stretch, never a point of pain. Okay, if your right hand is straight behind you for a bind, reach your right arm up to the ceiling, put your right hand on the floor, close to your face, push your hand into the floor, and then everybody together unthread the needle. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale, place your left hand on the floor, back into our tabletop position. From here, you're gonna step your right foot in between your hands and start to slide your left knee back for a runner's lunge. Try to move your left hip forward. First, you're gonna start to lift up onto your fingertips. And as you're ready, press your right foot into the floor. You can interlace your fingers and place your hands on your right knee. So left hip a little forward, shoulders back. Chest proud, nice way to stretch out the hip. Okay, return your hands to the floor, bring your hips back, and this time sink your hips down. So left hip down towards left heel, reach your right leg long, relax your head. The hips can be high, right? Eventually hip down to heel. It doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If you're ready, you're gonna look forward, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips back up and come back into your tabletop. Let's do the other side. Take your left foot in between your hands. Start to slide that right leg back, right hip a little forward. At first, hands on the floor, maybe fingertips tented, or eventually come up, feel that stability, stretching the right side hip, move the right hip forward, left hip back, drop the shoulders, lift the chest, look forward. Good. Put your hands on the floor, sink your hips back, hip down towards the heel, reach the left leg long, drop your head, relax your jaw, breathe. Good. Look forward, hands to floor, lift your hips, place your hands on the floor, bring your both knees back, tabletop. From here, bring your feet together, open your knees a little wider, sink your hips down, reach your arms forward for a child's pose. Take a moment here, feel your hands on the floor, forehead on the floor, feel your hips opening up, spine stretching, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, take a breath. When you're ready, you're going to look forward, walk your hands back in, start to sit up on your feet. So sitting up nice and tall, interlace your fingers behind you, push your hands down and look up for a nice chest opener, back bend, counter stretch. And as you're ready, release your hands, come back to a neutral position and find your way onto your back. Great. Finding your way into your Savasana. Can open your feet and your arms. Just take a moment, especially after, those motions where we're putting some weight on our wrists and shoulders. It's nice just to have a moment here, just to breathe with your hands and feet down. As you're ready, you're going to bend your legs so that your feet are on the floor. Rotate your arms so palms face the floor. And if you'd like, you can actually slide your hands underneath your butt. Press your feet down, press your shoulders down, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips. Tuck your chin into your chest. Try to knit your ribs together. So rather than opening the ribs, you're going to squeeze the ribs together. Press down through your heels and shoulders. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. And slowly lower down, hips down. Let's do that 2 more times. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up, knit the ribs together, chin a little to chest so your neck is long. Good. Slowly lower back down. Last time, squeeze your butt, press your hips up. Feel this nice engagement in the back of the body. Chin a little to chest. Good. And lower the legs down. Keep your left leg bent, left foot on the floor. Lift your right leg up, cross your right ankle, shin on top of your left thigh for supine figure 4. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, start to lift your left foot off the floor. You can grab the outsides of your legs or interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and pull down. This is a great side seat stretch. It's great for stretching the right hip. And if you have sciatic nerve pain, this is your posture, right? We're stretching out that nerve that runs from the lower back all the way down the side leg. Keep your head on the floor, chin just a little bit to chest so the neck lengthens. And release, take your left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor, other side, right foot on the floor, lift your left leg up, cross your left ankle, shin on top of your right thigh. Option to stay here or start to lift your right foot off the floor. Hug your thighs in towards your chest, and if you'd like, you can interlace your fingers behind your right thigh or grab the backs of your legs. Notice if you're rolling to one side, try to keep 2 shoulders, 2 hips on the floor, head is heavy on the floor. You might check in and notice that this side feels a little or a lot different from the other side, and that's really normal, right? We're not symmetrical, and yoga is not so much about becoming symmetrical, it's more about becoming aware. Good, release, take your right foot to the floor, Left foot to the floor, happy baby, lift both legs up, flex your toes back, maybe grab the outsides of your feet with your hands. If you can't catch your feet, try grabbing the backs of your thighs or your knees, and we're just gonna rock back and forth, side to side. Maybe as you roll to the right, you straighten the right leg and then roll back to center. And as you roll to the left, you straighten the left leg, come back to center. It's a great way to rock out your back. Good. Then come back to center. Pull the knees down, outsides of the waist, knees towards the floor, heels towards the ceiling. From here, release the grip on your feet, place your hands on your outer knees, bring your knees, feet together, and see if you can interlace your fingers. So now knees, feet together, feet relaxed. Again, you can roll back and forth, side to side. Good, make it feel good. And then find your way back to center, holding here. Place your right palm on your right shin. Hug your right shin, your right thigh in towards your chest. Allow your left leg to touch the floor, left leg lengthens back. So the left leg is long, you're holding your right knee shin with your right hand. From here, place your left hand on your right knee and start to roll to the left so that your right hip stacks on top of left hip. You can have your right arm out to the side, palm faces the ceiling. You can have both hands out to the side. You can have your head on the floor or look to the right for a nice little spine twist here. If you're looking to the right, bring your head back to center and then slowly roll your right hip down. Bring your right leg down. This time, bend your left leg up. Catch your left shin knee with your left hand. Pull down. Lengthen that right leg back. And from here, take your right hand to left knee and start to roll to the right so that left hip stacks on top of right hip. You can have your arms out to the side, palm faces the ceiling. Try to keep your left shoulder down. Have the back of your head on the floor or look to the left, left ear towards the floor. If you're looking to the left, slowly roll your head back to center. You can place your hand on your knee if it helps. Slowly roll your left hip down, arms and legs down. Take a breath. And then take another breath. Slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. This is our final Savasana. I've purposely built in some time, extra time for this Savasana. You're welcome, if you need to like roll out your body in any way or make any little movements, feel free. Then finding your way into your final Savasana, you can close your eyes, open your arms and legs. And sometimes I've noticed as a teacher and as a student that people think that like, oh, final Savasana means that class is over. But actually, like in this class, we built it in. Savasana is a yoga posture, and arguably it's actually the most important yoga posture. And sometimes we don't really make time for it. And sometimes, to be honest, my classes go a little long. So if you have somewhere to get to, right, you might need to skip the Savasana. But just for today, right, you have that time built in here, even before we transition to meditation. So just feel what it feels like to lie still. Without looking around or moving your body, locate your feet and relax your feet. This is another grounding technique. Without looking around or moving your body, locate your hands and relax your hands. Locate your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Locate your forehead. Relax your forehead. Feel your body moving with every breath in and out. So on the breath in, you might notice your chest lift a little bit or your ribs expand. And on the breath out, you might feel your chest fall a little bit or your ribs contract. Sometimes, especially in times of stress, it can be easy to think that nothing is going our way. And simply by taking a moment to reconnect to our breath and our body, we realize how much is really working for us at any given time. Lungs expanding and contracting, heart pumping, right? Organs working, skin regenerating, synapses firing. The body isn't necessarily a miracle, but it is miraculous. And yoga isn't necessarily magic, but it is magical. And it's deceptively simple. All you have to do is be still and breathe. So give yourself permission just for this moment, just enjoying your savasana, enjoying your breath, enjoying your body in real time and space. In a minute, we're going to start to shift gears into meditation. You are welcome to stay exactly as you are here on the floor, or if you'd like, you can join me in a seated position. If you are sitting up, sit up carefully and slowly. If you'd like to grab a sip of water, this might be a nice time to do that. And also, whether you're sitting or lying for your meditation, if you're lying down, you might want to put a blanket under your head or a blanket over your body. Or I like to put a blanket a little bit under my butt so that my hips are a little higher than my knees. And as you kind of transition both in body and mind to a related but a little bit different experience from our, Hatha Yoga Asana practice, I'll just explain a little bit about what meditation is and is not. So sometimes people think that meditation is like the absence of thought. I prefer to describe it as compassionate mind control. So during meditation, if and when you notice that your mind is wandering, you're just going to gently return your mind to your breath, to your body, to my words, to the truth of the present moment. If you notice at any point in meditation you're being hard on yourself, maybe judging your experience, how you're meditating, maybe thinking back to something that's happened in the past or worrying about something that has yet to happen. Again, that's just an opportunity, an invitation, just to return your thoughts to your breath, to your body, to my words, to the truth of the present moment. In general, with your meditation, you want to find a place where you can be relatively still. But if your foot falls asleep, for example, and you need to shift how you're sitting so that you're not distracted by that, you're always welcome to do that. Just notice the difference between occasionally moving to get out of distracting discomfort versus always moving around because sitting still is uncomfortable. Okay. I'm now going to light a candle as a symbolic gesture that we are entering into a more intentional space. Being intentional with our thoughts, intentional with our breath, intentional with our body movements. During the meditation, you are welcome to close your eyes. closing your eyes is distracting, you can do a soft fuzzy gaze just beyond the tip of your nose. As we start to settle into some stillness, into some silence even, notice what starts to come up. Could be a thought, could be a feeling. And locate where that is in your body. So for example, if you're worried that meditation is boring, do you feel that boredom in your shoulders? For example, if you're feeling a little anxious about silence, do you feel that in your chest? Just notice what it is that's coming across your periphery, and then locate where it is that you feel that in your body. There's no such thing as a good meditator or a bad meditator. There's simply people who meditate and people who do not. So for the sake of today, you are meditating. Notice if as thoughts and feelings arise, you start to judge them or you start to judge your experience in your meditation, and set that aside as well. So you're just noticing thoughts pass, feelings pass, without expectation, without judgment. Sometimes it can feel like our thoughts or our feelings are like cars on a road. And, sometimes these cars play nice with each other. Sometimes there's a road rage incident. Sometimes cars speed, or sometimes they go really slow, or sometimes they pass or even crash. But it's important to remember that you are not the cars, you are the road. And so you're just letting these cars pass. Notice where you might be holding on to some tension in your body. Let it go with your exhale breath. Relax through your feet, your calves, your shins and knees. Let go of any tension in your thighs. Relax your pelvic floor. Soften your hips and your seat. Relax the sides of your torso, your abdomen and chest. Let your shoulders fall. And let your back relax. Relax through your arms and hands, throat and neck, back of the head, top of the head, hairline. Relax your forehead, eyebrows. Let your eyes be heavy in their sockets. Relax through the bridge of your nose and cheeks, earlobes, and jaw. Relax your jaw. Relax your chin, your lips, and your tongue. Take a moment to scan your body. Notice any lingering tension in the body. And just tell that part of your body that it's okay to let go. It's safe to relax. If there's a certain part of your body that you have a difficult relationship with, either because of societal expectations, self-judgment, or injury, this is an opportunity to take an extra moment with that body part or that area of your body and just let it know that it's okay to be exactly as it is. So telling that part of the body, maybe that's come under some fire in the past, that it's safe and that it's okay to relax. Outside of your body, if there's another part of your being, maybe a quality about you that you've had a difficult relationship with, either because of societal expectations, self-judgment, or previous injury or illness, this is an invitation to tell that part of you, of who you are on the inside, that it's okay, that it's safe to relax, that you're allowed to be exactly as you are in this moment without judgment or expectation or the need to prove anything to yourself or to anyone else. What would it feel like in your body to let go of the need to prove, to let go of the need to be something that you're not? What would it feel like in your body just to be exactly as you are in this moment without judgment or expectation? As thoughts or feelings pass you by, can name them and acknowledge them, can locate them in your body. But hold off on judgment. Hold off on explanation or expectation. Just locate these passing thoughts and feelings in your body and then allow them to pass. Remembering that you're not the cars, you're the road. Give yourself permission to relax a little bit deeper, to let go just a little bit more, to just enjoy your own company as you breathe in and out through your nose. What does it feel like to be you right now? Not in general, not as a concept, but what does it feel like to be you right now in this moment? What are the sensations you're experiencing? What are the feelings and thoughts passing through you? Where are you holding tension and where is it easy to relax? How can you love yourself just a little bit more? How can you love yourself just a little bit more? How can you love yourself just a little bit more? Notice what you're still holding on to or carrying. It can be in the physical body, the emotional, psychological, or spiritual bodies. But just notice and gently, with deep compassion, let it go. You can wiggle your toes. Maybe scrunch up your toes, feel holding that tension, and then relax your feet. You can wiggle your fingers, maybe make fists with your hands, feel that tension, and then relax your hands. Maybe scrunch up your face for a second, squint your eyes, feel that tension, and then relax your face. In the same way that we can contract and release muscles in the body, can also put unnecessary strain on ourselves. But by the same logic, we can also let go of that strain, that tension, that judgment. So wiggle your feet and your hands, and then make your hands into fists, tense up your feet, squint your eyes, scrunch up your face, take an inhale. Open your mouth, exhale, and let your hands, feet, and head relax. And if you can do it in your physical body, you can do it in other parts of your life as well. Just by practice, just by being gentle and compassionate towards yourself. Same way that it feels good to relax your hands after balling them up, can also feel good just to relax your mind after working yourself up a little bit. Can also feel good just to let go of those things that you're still carrying or holding on to. And all it takes is a little bit of practice, a little bit of compassion, maybe a little bit of vulnerability or willingness to try. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and slowly breathe out. You're welcome to stay in this meditative space for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, I will count us down from 3, at which point you are welcome to open your eyes and make any other gestures that feel good for you, that tell your body and your mind that you're shifting gears a little bit. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose for 3, 2, 1. I'm now going to blow out this candle as a symbolic gesture that our intentional meditation time is coming to an end. And I'm letting the very real smoke clear the air as a reminder that when we shift our relationship with the world around us and our mind, it literally alters our relationship with the outside world and even with ourselves.